Як ви оціните свій моральний стан? Давай. А? Кров'ю від кашки.
Щас, потерпи.
Надо, в принципе, отключить голову от службы. Задовільно.
It's okay. We're doing all right. The worst part, when they shoot at you. It's unpleasant when people are trying to kill you.
Where are we right now and what time is it?
We are at the stabilization point of the 37th Brigade,
About 1:30.
somewhere in the Donbass.
Every story follows a simple rule. It has a beginning and an end. But when did this particular one start?
We're basically working 24/7. Once you become a doctor or a medic, you no longer have a life of your own. Sorry, it's the commander. Hello?
Meet the head of the brigade's medical service. His task is to make sure the whole system doesn't stop, not even for a second.
The thing about being the head of the medical service is you're basically on call at all hours. You're in charge of around 300 medical personnel, making sure the wounded are rescued, they get treatment, and thousands of soldiers in the brigade receive medical care.
And meet the team, the ones saving lives every day. But that's not the only task they face.
Unfortunately, we're also the ones who receive the fallen. They're evacuated to us in all kinds of conditions. Sometimes from fragments this small to this big. And until the civil-military cooperation service arrives, it's up to us to sort and process them before they're transported onward.
The most severe case was that of a young man who arrived after a guided aerial bomb strike. He had severe above-knee amputations of both legs and damage to his abdominal organs. What we saw firsthand was that his intestines and urinary tract had been ruptured. His kidneys too.
And on top of all that, there's the incoming fire nearby, or a drone chasing you during an evacuation. You have to get away. And God forbid, it actually hits the ambulance or another vehicle. There are so many factors, so many triggers that can take a heavy toll.
Когда великий поток,
When there's a large flow of both severely and moderately wounded, you kind of lose yourself a bit because you're completely focused on saving their lives. You stop thinking about the fact that you also need to consider and somehow account for their psychological state.
Що тоді буде в Росії? Котлетки.
і зараз свіженького ще там перчика з помідорчиком.
Да.
І можна кушати.
Вони стопудово бачили, що там стоїть евакмобіль.
Да.
Це абсолютно
Що
спрямовано.
там якась вічна двіж происходить, тому що машина заїхала, машина виїхала, машина заїхала, машина виїхала, знаєш, там щось. Ну, есть движение, знаешь, надо удар.
Значит, надо
Да.
лупануть, а если эвакмобиль, так это, наверное, офицеры, бля, или еще, наверное, доктора. Так и случилось, что вот не стало одной команды.
Довольно-таки сильна команда,
Да, команда была.
яка вже і опиту мала багато.
What happened there?
Guided aerial bombs. We were lying there, resting, watching a movie. It was just after 10 p.m. And I suddenly saw sparks, and then the ceiling came down, and the walls collapsed on top of us. The pain was unbearable, especially when the bricks hit my head. I was conscious, but I was just suffocating. I started to panic. After a few minutes, I told myself not to panic. I stretched out my left arm a bit. I don't know, maybe I was buried under about half a meter of debris. I dug myself out and started clearing space so I could breathe. My eyes were full of dust and plaster. It's a good thing the guys carried me down from the second floor over the broken beams. I couldn't even see where I was going. It's really terrifying. Now, whenever I hear a guided aerial bomb, my heart immediately starts.
It can be shocking, the sight of blood, severe injuries, or severed limbs. Burnout is a reality in any medical practice, especially in an environment like this. Everyone needs psychological and physical rest and time to recover.
But what can help?
It's good when you actually have a vacation, but then you come home, you've got your own things to deal with, and you have to make the rounds. So in the end, all you're left with is a few days of actual rest.
Maybe sometimes you just need to get away, a little bit further than usual.
I looked it up on Google Maps. It's far away, next to Norway. What will they remember from Sweden? They might forget everything else about the trip, but when they get back here, they'll know what fika is, 100%. The main thing is just having a shower and a warm place to stay. I heard they feed you over there, which is awesome.
I have hope that I'll be able to do something useful in that sense. Build new contacts and connections, and help promote our armed forces, and our brigade in particular. A commander's first responsibility is to take care of their people. My two sergeants, the combat medics, they'll get some rest. But I'll still have plenty to do on my own schedule.
А що б хотіли, щоб пацани вам привезли?
Там ми ж там вже були.
Вже вам не інтересно.
Я, от, наприклад, хлопцям привіз шведський вайб. Вот, це саме головне.
Хлопці, порадуйте за мене.
Да.
Ви теж коли-небудь поїдете.
Ми ходили цілий тиждень, так що...
Ось ваша мрія здійснюється.
Дочекали. Ждала і дождалась.
It takes time to reach Kyiv from the front line.
Шановні пасажири, триває посадка на поїзд номер 51 з полученням Київ-Перемиш.
But eventually, all three Marines arrive at the capital's railway station, joining around 100 other participants of the Repower project.
Welcome, everyone. This project, a recovery project for military personnel and for military medics, is extremely important to us.
It was scary when we went down into the subway and a tram passed right over us.
It felt a bit like a guided bomb coming down right on top of you.
Psychological support is important for everyone, especially medics and doctors. They see the worst effects of war every day.
And it definitely takes time to sink in.
І на Славік просили воду передати. Я за Петровича пишу, вже не відписує, напевно, спить, не будемо судити його.
That you are no longer on duty.
Какой-то Швеции, я вообще в шоке.
А на Сумский вокзал. А на Сумский вокзал.
Или Изюмский, блин.
Ну.
Что еще более вероятно.
Four years ago, this journey took only a few hours. Now it takes a full day just to reach the airport.
Другий автобус, ходимо на перехрестя.
Сама вдома? Мама на роботі?
Передавай.
Світло є? Добренько, тато потім набере лекцію.
Ми всі знаємо, що столиця Польщі – це Варшава, але насправді Краків був дуже довго столицею польської держави від 11 століття до початку 17 століття.
We are used to being in one particular place with a certain number of people around us, constantly seeing the same faces. I don't even know how many people there are. There are so many people. That's something I need to get used to as well.
And with every minute on the train, bus, or plane, the front line grows ever more distant.
It's my first time abroad, and my feelings are kind of mixed.
The scariest part is those 5 minutes when we are taking off. You get pressed into the seat a bit, but we ride in evacuation vehicles, so we are already used to that feeling.
Unless you carry that front line within you.
Який ваш найбільший страх зараз?
I actually try not to think about it, but what if we can't hold the line? And what if they keep advancing?
This small island, just an hour from Stockholm, has hosted military medics many times before. For the medics, the first thing that hits them is the quiet. Now free from the sounds of explosions or overhead drones.
На другий день війни вони повісили цей прапор.
Well, almost quiet.
Отже, так, це швидка допомога.
В Україні такого не увидиш.
Що Арне розповідає? Він почав тут працювати 25 років тому.
У нас дуже багато спільного. У нас багато хто мене пойме, коли ти підписав контракт на 3 роки, а там служив вже хто п'ятий, хто більше. Там.
Ultimately, during these 10 days, everyone chooses for themselves what they would like to do each day.
На коней йде група, будь ласка, підходьте сюди.
It's like meeting someone new. Something similar to that. It also brings out certain emotions. Mostly, if they're friendly, then it's positive.
Nice. It's like therapy. You get a break from everything. Silence, calm. Horses, romance.
I like it. I love horses.
At times, it feels just like a camp, just not for children.
Оце воно, молодець.
Да? Та вам не хухри-мухри.
Yet, despite the atmosphere and the laughter around them, heavier conversations still emerge from time to time. Because everyone knows, eventually they'll have to go back.
Бо я вже думав теж наколки якісь бить на руках, на ногах, щоб було, хоч якщо збирати будуть, то щоб хоча б моє було, а не чуже щось.
Ну, 100%.
Мене звуть Назар, я з Сумської області. Це моє місце сили. Там я перебуваю кожну відпустку, відновлююсь.
Мене звати Вадим. І моє місце сили знаходиться в Черкаській області, маленьке містечко Умань.
After years on the front line, every one of these 100+ medics has a story of their own, and it's up to them to decide whether they are ready to share it.
Дружківський підвал, де мені цей світ став абсолютно понятним.
So, who decided 10 days would be enough to help?
I am Katerina Serdyuk, and I'm the co-founder of Repower Foundation.
I'm Sebastian Lindström, and I'm also the co-founder of Repower Foundation.
And more importantly, what changes will happen here?
First couple days, they are completely for stabilizing, grounding, really trying to comprehend the experience of living frontline and getting here.
People come here, many feeling guilt for leaving their positions, saving lives on the front line.
Це моя бригада, мої побратими та сестри, де я знайшов себе вдруге в житті.
But what happens here is this realization that meeting other people who have a similar experience to them.
Азовсталь, де я побачив силу духу нашого народу і чудеса.
They can open up this wound, they can go through this healing journey that gives them the opportunity to feel alive again.
Отака у нас возня.
Я надіюсь, ти станеш звіздою, і я буду перший, хто бачить твій телеграм-канал.
Закритий?
Так, закритий телеграм-канал, підписуємося, ставимо лайки. Repower 18.
Дивіться, як гарно. Красиво. Просто капець. Наскільки це приємно просто забути за це все, відволіктись. Такі види побачити. Не донецьких териконів, а види шведського заходу сонця.
Last year we stay in combat line, not soldier, and we start to make underground stabilization to contain 3 to 7 meter.
We're also talking to many peers here, Swedish Armed Forces, doctors, medics from Sweden. They share this appreciation, they recognize them. And by having this positive affirmation and recognition of their professional work, we're talking to this mind part here.
Це перший прапор, на якому я хочу, щоб мені пересписувалися.
With everything we've gained over these past 4 years, they were mostly interested in hearing about our experience, so they could be even better prepared.
It's super nice to see everyone here. We appreciate everything you do.
What they found interesting was our use of electronic intelligence and counter-drone systems.
It is impossible to forget about this threat, even when you're thousands of kilometers away from the front line.
We have a mutual acquaintance there. He got a bit burned. That made us pretty nervous for a while. Then he got back in touch, and we finally breathed a sigh of relief. An FPV drone hit the M113. He was evacuating the wounded.
It's all happened during boarding, while checking in for the flight at the airport.
And the second guy with him, he was killed.
Who was there?
There were 2 of them in the vehicle.
It required some action on my part.
Our chief medic is always on the clock, even here at Repower. Of course, he'll try to at least get some rest here, but well, that's kind of a role he has.
There are lots of issues to deal with, and they come up day and night. There's really not much time to rest.
Хай вона надію закінчиться війна і запрошуйте з задоволенням приїдемо і допоможемо.
Program is built in a way that there are many social components and many other activities that in the first glimpse are not really about psychology. So it's really safe to enter without having difficult words as a reflection session or other terms.
In Sweden, we have 280,000 islands.
There's one important detail. None of these activities start in the morning. That time is for the mandatory routine.
Свою голову подработать. Тебе надо сюда идти. А если руки и ноги, то прямо
Whether you choose brain plasticity or stretching, participation is expected right after breakfast. The same goes for the evening reflection groups and lectures. In all, 10 psychologists work with the participants every day.
Що роблять хлопці, коли вони перебувають на ротації? Слідкують за безпекою. Так. Що ми робимо тут?
Теж слідкуємо за
Теж слідкуємо за безпекою.
Коли там чуєш
When you hear something like an electronic motor or some vehicle moving back there, you usually tense up. Helicopters fly over often here, so they keep you on edge too.
приводили в тонус.
And I invite you to let your head become heavy and sink deeper and deeper into the surface below. One day, a friend of mine contacted me and said, "Hey, you wanted to contact the Ukrainians and help them? Here's a contact."
The volunteers that we are so fortunate to have with us are young and old, come from all walks of life, but they have a very clear moral compass. They want to do everything they can to support Ukraine.
When we are nervous or we are in a battle, of course the nervous system is firing up. So to bring that down, the breath is one of, for me, the best ways. The things we eat or drink, the intention.
They can laugh and joke. They can say they are not tired. But the truth is they were handpicked for this project by their commanders based on a specific set of criteria.
First of all, people who has been serving on the front line no less than 60 days. It is also people with symptoms of PTSD and burnout, but at the same time, they are considered as active and supposed to perform duty for whatever time. First project, we had doctors, medics, railway workers, and we had also volunteers of evacuation.
Once they returned to Ukraine, it was clear that everyone needed support. The question was, who could they help the most?
Someone who cannot live by their own will, who can feel that the most, it is medics.
Перший досвід.
My first time seeing a psychologist. At first, it was just curiosity. So we sat down and started talking.
I believe that 50% of our participants on average are open to have at least one session one-on-one with their psychologist.
Воно, типу, не вирішує.
It doesn't solve your life problems, but it helps you organize them in your head and figure out what to do with them.
Even if someone would never go to one-on-one session with psychologist,
I attended our group psychotherapy sessions, but I didn't do any one-on-ones. I'd rather go for a walk around the grounds with my headphones on, listen to music and talk to people over video calls.
by the fact of being here, give and relax, participate in sort of predictable environment, would anyway shift that and help out in order to feel stronger and more seen, more visible.
One step up like that and you... Oh, and you throw it.
Кидай, кидай.
Видно, що людям легше
You see people feel better, more relaxed, and start to open up, even those who were closed off when they arrived.
Він ще не припікся. Він має воздушним стати.
My favorite thing when the shift has happened, when I'm not talking to mask, social expectation or warrior, when I start talking to human being.
Слава Україні!
For how long are you staying here? 10 days, I think. Okay, then back to work? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're rooting for you. We're with you.
The other day I thought if I'd come straight from work, flown somewhere, and ended up in Stockholm, I would have stepped out and just panicked. It's a great city, isn't it?
Yes, like I said, the architecture, everything is new, especially when you're never been here before. You can look at photos, sure, but what you see in real life, you look around and everything is just wow.
It's the 4th Amphibious Regiment in Gothenburg.
Amphibia.
Yeah, amphibia. Thank you.
I still can't understand how I ended up here and why it is so beautiful. Don't get me wrong, Donbass is beautiful too. It has a soul. It feels like home. But here, somehow, I like all of this more. The houses are intact and there are no air raid sirens.
The people's faces are completely different.
People are happy, at least on the surface. Even this lion here looks content.
Maria, Swedish Minister of Foreign Affairs, said that next time when they're going to make any decisions regarding next package of support, they will think not about statistics and just numbers. They're going to think about real stories.
From day one, a major focus of this project has been giving participants the space to talk through their experiences with the Swedish authorities.
Lana Chernogorska, call sign Sati, was many things. 10 minutes before her death, she gave me a tangerine. We shared it between the two of us, and I joked that I would tell people of the beautiful girl who gave me a tangerine. So here I am, doing just that. Sati died in my arms on January 1st, 2026. There was nothing that could be done.
We really see your suffering, and we thank you so much for everything that you do. Thank you. Supporting Ukraine is the biggest priority for Sweden in foreign affairs, because we also see Russia as a threat. So to us, this is real, and this is why it is also our obligation to help Ukraine.
You're, of course, not only defending your homeland, you're also defending Europe in what you are doing.
Now, this group met for the first time the Minister of Civil Defense, who is the minister in Sweden in charge of our government funding.
Я хочу подякувати Швеції і шведському народу за розробку АТ НЛАВ і Карл Густав. Дякую. Від них росіяни просто в захваті.
That's very good to hear. Thank you. Thank you.
It's an honor to have the opportunity to meet them here. I'd be interested in hearing their experience firsthand because they are important and they need to be told.
I was deeply moved by your tradition of leaving lanterns in the window, because on the battlefield, a combat medic is like that lantern, drawing all the wounded to it. We've been at war for 4 years now, and my lantern has already burned out. But over these past few days, it has begun to light up again.
I said the same thing to your colleagues. Don't forget to invite me to the victory parade in Kiev.
I have been also in conflicts and war as a military officer. I know that you need some time to reflect and recover and regain strength for the future.
Thank you.
Post 2! Jag har bevakat västra slottsvalvet, slottets västra fasad.
You realize how much work goes into making us feel comfortable. That's a key factor that helps people step back from their problems and from the world they left behind to come here.
You feel support somehow, a real warmth. People want to help you. They want to make things better for you.
And I'm honestly surprised. In a good way, yes.
Прийдеться все рівно повертатись, але, думаю, воно багатьом стане в нагоді.
Hopefully Sweden can support the healthcare and this psychological big issue you will have after also the war, with all soldiers coming home to the front lines.
Why Sweden? Well, Sebastian had many connections there. We have shared history, and we felt the level of support was so extreme high.
It's a unique country because only in Stockholm you have 3 demonstrations a week when people, lots of Swedes, gather together in order to support Ukraine's fight against Russia.
One of these demonstrations is taking place right next to the Russian embassy. The site beside it was renamed. It's now called Free Ukraine Square.
Зима, весна, дощ, сніг. Люди збираються, аби підтримати Україну. Russian embassy will always look at Ukrainian flag here in Stockholm, and the square next to Russian embassy will be called Free Ukraine.
Repower's other mission is to build a community of like-minded people, where everyone is heard and understood.
This circle of unity among all the project participants has brought us closer together and connected us even more deeply, because we are brothers in arms. Perhaps it's no coincidence that we ended up here, in this country, in this place.
We started giving this amulet away since third project. Since then, more than 1,300 has received that.
Я буду прикладати свою руку до серця, а ви у відповідь так само. Потім я простягну її вперед, переверну, щоб цей амулет залишився у вас в руці, і знову прикладемо його до серця, тому що саме там живе наша любов до вас.
We teach them to put inside all the beautiful memories. So when you need this a little support, you can touch it and get these memories again.
It's going to be a very special evening because it's going to be exactly the way there was the project. Sometimes with the joy, sometimes with the tears, but in our unity. Друзі, я би хотіла, щоб ми розпочали цей наш вечір з хвилини пам'яті. The minute of honor. Слава Україні!
Repower is first and foremost about resetting yourself, taking a break, clearing your head, even if only for a short time.
The team is wonderful. The people are kind and welcoming, always smiling. You can truly feel the warmth and sincerity.
I'm satisfied. And I believe I fulfilled the mission I set for myself with dignity.
All together, in any way, make the shift. For someone, it will be significant. For someone, it will be a little one, but no one left untouched.
It gives me so much clarity that this is the work that needs to be done right now for this group of people, and seeing the light in people's eyes.
Before leaving for this program, the guys told us, you're going to hear a word there that we also use back at the stabilization point. Except we just call it a smoke break.
From now on, we won't be going for coffee, we'll be going for fika. Well, that's enough for them. A little goes a long way.
And with that, it's time to head back.
Since arriving here just a short while ago, another vehicle and its crew, including the head of the station, got hit by a Shahed. You drop your routine, you drop whatever you're doing, and everything is suddenly directed toward...
A week after returning from Sweden, we are back on the same road. The only difference, it's even more battered now.
You see, there are even nets at this distance from the front line, about 35 kilometers at most. But still, they try to secure the traffic somehow.
Our destination remains the same, the stabilization point of the 37th Marine Brigade. Only the question itself has changed.
Воно так з хуйового в дуже хороше, потім з дуже хорошого в хуйове. Я ж не прочувствував цю середину.
А що тобі треба було, щоб прочувствувати?
Ну хоча б, щоб не тільки ще зотри дома відпочити від Швеції.
Now we are asking, how do you feel after the trip?
I got some rest, psychologically and physically to an extent. But what really stays with me is this overwhelming sense of pride. Pride in our high standard of care, how well equipped we are, and most importantly, knowing exactly what we're doing.
And of course, did they manage to bring the Swedish vibe back with them?
Коротше, ти лежиш, там музика тихенько, все, ти слухаєш, там дихай, не дихай, легко вдихай, не вдихай. Ну, от така двіжуха. Ми полежали, ну, думаю, ладно. Потім чувак каже какао, а я, в принципі, туди з якоюсь мірою пішов і за какао. Потім я пробую це какао, і я розумію, що добре, що він півчашки його. Воно солене, горьке.
А що ти найсмачніше там пробував?
Кока-колу за 250 гривень. А там вся їда, в принципі, вкусна була. Вона тут вкусніша. Там ти просто їв, бо треба було їсти, а тут їсиш, бо голодний.
Hardly anyone stayed the same as when they arrived. I can only say that every day I noticed positive changes in people. Personally, I'm not used to talking to someone or crying about my problems. We're Marines. We're supposed to be strong and resilient at all times.
Mentally, I'm doing okay. I just haven't had time yet to fully calm down from Repower. Those memories and this sense of nostalgia, they're still there.
A lot of things turned out for the better, both psychologically and somewhat physically, even though the work never really stopped, no matter where you were or how you felt. But the game has to go on. Or rather, the show, as they say.
As we speak, 2 more Marines from this brigade are preparing for the next Repower project.
А ти носиш колечко? Зараз подивимося. Вот воно. Я тут просто ще один бріндік собі причепив.
Один. А у тебе є?
Конечно. Есть жетон и есть колечко.
Багато вже з тих спогадів хороших у нього в класі?
Ні. Я не спішу заповняти карту пам'яті.
Ми ж надіємося, що ми ще на Repower вдома поїдемо. Ну, ми таке чули, що там таке є.
Every story follows a simple rule. It has a beginning and an end. But when did this particular one start? Maybe it was the moment you left your life behind, refusing to stand aside, choosing to give everything you had.
I have never done a tattoo at Stubnet. We're mainly here trying to save people. I never had an epiphany about being a tattoo artist. I just want to become one. It's kind of interesting. You cause people pain, and they thank you for it and even pay money.
But the more important question is, how will this story end?
We are at the stabilization point of the 37th Brigade,
about 1:30.
somewhere in the Donbass.
Мама, привіт! Я буду в телевізорі. Мама мене в телевізорі побачить.